Steve Schmidt is a Scripps News political analyst and founder of the Warning podcast and newsletter. Steve, thank you so much for being here. We know within this morning you have called Donald Trump a dictator. So for you, after this historic ruling, where does the Republican Party go from here?
Well, I've said that he aspires to be a dictator based on the things that he has said, the promises that he's made, the threats, the retributions, and the core argument that if the president does it, it's lawful. And the Supreme Court drew a line and said, well, not exactly. So the way I would explain this to the viewers at home is imagine a great open plain. What the Supreme Court has said is there needs to be fences on that plain. Now the argument we're going to have is about the placement of those fences. So an official act. Barack Obama ordered a Predator drone to take out an American citizen who he declared as an enemy combatant named Anwar al-Awlaki. So this Supreme Court decision on the surface would seem to say that's an official act. Now, let's say you're a president involved with an intern receiving sexual acts in the Oval Office, and those acts were criminal. Well, is that an official act or an unofficial act? The court ruling leaves that ambiguous. Now, in the case of Donald Trump, it's the same thing. So it's possible that you'll see an argument that follows on from this decision where the president says, well, I'm the president, and therefore I did it, and therefore it's an official act. And so we're in this situation because of the circumstances of Trump's behavior, which led to criminal charges, which led to the type of litigation that found itself before the Supreme Court that has now called for new law that will be fought over, but there's no question that an abusive president will use this ruling to make an argument that, in fact, where that fence should be is on the edge of what heretofore we would have understood was an overreach of an executive's authority from the White House.
Now, Steve, we know a lot of people have commented it was, of course, a 6-3 decision, and a lot of people are saying this has somewhat become a political decision since it was kind of on political lines. What do you think this says about the Supreme Court?
Well, the Supreme Court has a massive legitimacy problem, has a massive corruption problem that most acutely falls on the shoulders of Justice Alito, who wears his politics on his sleeve in the most outrageous and inappropriate manner. Clarence Thomas, who is a profoundly corrupt figure, perhaps the most corrupt justice in American history, taking trips around the world like he's won a game show by billionaires, yachts, lavish travel, all the while telling the American people he likes to cruise around in his RV in the Walmart parking lots. The Chief Justice, John Roberts, and I ran the confirmations in the White House for the Chief Justice and for Alito, for both men. The Chief Justice has done nothing about it. And so the legitimacy of the court has crumbled. The respectability of the court has crumbled. And the most important thing to understand is that faith, belief, is what powers American democracy. The belief and faith in the legitimacy of elections, in the legitimacy of these institutions. And we're here in the end because of a total lack of restraint on Donald Trump's part that he could not handle. The first president in American history that he narrowly lost an election would not cede power. So this cascading series of events that is culminated in this ruling today is ambiguous. It limits executive authority theoretically, while as a practical matter, gives it an expansion and a green light that's unprecedented in American history.
All right, Scripps News political analyst Steve Schmidt, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll be right back with more Morning Rush after this.